I had I wanted to say this. My bad. I just started it off. What's up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you guys are enjoying, your day. It's a beautiful day out here in Lancaster. I fucking love it out here. The sunshine and everything. I tried to get into the video without actually, introducing myself. But anyway, it's your girl Alizé, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And one thing I wanted to talk about forgiveness. I wanted to get on this topic because this topic is very important to me. And, I had a conversation with my dad, and, shout out to my dad. He's very successful. And, it's been a minute since we had a conversation, and it's so crazy because there's so many things that can happen in our past, and we could really hold a grudge against a certain individual and feel that, this person isn't worth our time, or we feel like, man, I just hate this individual, depending on the situations that we've been through. And forgiveness is really a big thing, because forgiveness is, it's something that's not easy. And it's the hardest thing to do. It's really hard to forgive somebody, depending on what they did and depending on the individual or the situation. I myself has suffered from, trying to forgive certain people because I put myself in certain situations and with those certain individuals. And still to this day, I still have a certain hurt that, will still come up. It will fester up. And when I'm speaking to this person, or even if I hear the person's name, I'm just like, ugh. And that's not forgiveness. It's not hurting them, but it's hurting me. I remember there's a motivational speaker. I really look up to him. His name is Les Brown. He goes on to explain and talk about specifically when you forgive somebody, you're not doing it for them, but you're doing it for yourself. Because even if the person has hurt you, okay, if that person was wrong for what they did, but you're holding on to something that's only going to hurt you in the end. You're holding on to hate. You're holding on to pain, and you're not releasing it. You're not giving yourself time to heal, time to grow. Forgiveness is not an easy thing. And depending on what's been done, because a lot of us have been through a lot of shit. Let's keep it a buck 150. A lot of us have been through a lot of shit. And there's certain people that we like, man, fuck that person. I don't give a fuck about that person. Man, that person ain't shit, man. This, that, and the third. But truthfully, you're hurting yourself. Why are you hurting yourself? Because you're keeping in hate and anger and animosity towards this specific individual. And this is only going to affect you later on in your life. Sometimes it's hard for us to forgive ourselves for putting ourselves in stupid and idiotic situations. I put myself in so many situations, and I've even self-sabotaged relationships and connections based off of how I felt, because I kept thinking in the back of my mind that I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't worthy to even be in this person's presence, or let alone even talk to this individual. And still going through it today. And it's crazy because it starts to fester up. And not only does it fester up inside, but I also have to battle with myself. When you forgive, you're really allowing yourself to heal. You're allowing yourself to heal the past. You cannot change the past, but you're allowing yourself to heal emotionally and spiritually to become a better woman, or a better man, a better husband, a better wife. You don't want to live your life in darkness, and you don't want to live your life in the shadow, okay, in your own shadow, knowing that these demons, so people will call it, these emotional demons that attack you, and every time this person comes around, this person has power over you, because you upset. You still upset about something that happened years ago. This person living their life, driving past, or they chilling, they see you, they like, what's up, how you doing? You like, and sometimes depending on the situation, because it gets deep. Sexual abusers, physical abusers, it gets deep. And sometimes it's hard to forgive people who have done us wrong, but it's not for that other person. It's for you, because it makes you stronger. And it makes you wiser because you stand up. And you don't even have to speak to this individual. There have been so many videos I've seen people talk to their abusers and, face their abusers and tell them how they really felt. And in the end, it made them feel more powerful. And it made them feel good about themselves because they healed that part within them. They healed that part of them. When you choose to hold on to hate, or you choose to hold a grudge against an individual, it's not helping you. It's not. Because in the end, you're the one that's suffering, and you're the one that's still allowing this person to have power over you. There should never be a person that should ever be able to change how you feel. That conversation with my dad made me realize and see things for what they truly are. And actually see things in a more brighter perspective. Because we're always, used to seeing things in a negative way. Which is not a good thing. I'm not making these videos because I want clout. I'm making these videos because I really want to inspire and influence people. And I feel like, honestly, my voice is very powerful and it will touch a lot of people. It touches people, and I know my words move mountains, and they move people as well. I'm a very strong individual. And one thing I've learned from my mistakes and people that I've hurt, or one thing that I've learned from, people who have hurt me, was that if I don't choose to forgive, I'm allowing this person to not only have power over me, but I'm allowing myself to continue to relive and experience the same past experiences I've been experiencing. And I allow myself to continue to hurt because I'm not truly happy. I'm not truly letting myself, admit and say, you know what, let's dig deep. Like when people say they talk about the third eye. For one, I'm going to get this out there. Shout out to Young Pharaoh because he did talk about this. This is just to get this out there because it's a point. Not everyone can open their third eye, so don't be out here thinking that you could open your third eye. That's some bullshit. And aside from that, they talk about your root chakra. He was even talking about it. Young Pharaoh said, for your root chakra, it's very important. Okay, it's very important to really dig deep because that's that childlike energy. Okay. Hopefully I'm explaining it right, but go watch him. I know y'all people watch Young Pharaoh. He's really cool. But, that is a part that you have to heal in order for you to really begin that spiritual journey and have spiritual development. I had to be told, that Alizé, you need help. Because I tend to sabotage everything, any good connection, anything. All because deep down inside, I'm still hurting and I'm still living in the past. And true forgiveness is an amazing thing because it really does heal you. And it really, honestly, it helps you to become emotionally intelligent as well. Because at that moment, when you feel that emotion, or when you see that person or you hear that person's name, you have a certain emotion that you feel. You know that you've really healed when you can hear that person's name and just be like, I'm okay with it, and just move on. A lot of people out here end up holding grudges against people who have cheated on them or who have lied on them or lied to them or have hurt them in relationships, and they end up attracting the wrong people again, or they end up running away good people because they're still thinking that I'm gonna get hurt. They're still assuming that this person's like everybody else. They're still assuming that, they don't even know that this person's just coming here this person's coming here to love you. This person's coming here to give you their time and give you what you never had. And you push them away because all based off of things that you've been through, because you keep assuming, and let me tell you something, you keep assuming that one, you're not good enough. And deep down inside, you don't feel that you're worthy and you deserve it. And I want to stay on this topic because this is true. I've been in so many connections, and some of them I've fucked them up myself. And I'm first to admit that. I fucked up. It's not a good thing. And, you know, I'm a believer in karma. And I think there's a reason why I'm on these goddamn crutches and I broke my foot. Everything happens for a reason. And what I wanted to say was forgiveness is key. It's not something that's easy to do. It takes a strong person to forgive. So remember, don't continue to hold a grudge against someone. And don't continue to let that emotion take you over. Heal yourself. Because not only are you becoming wiser, not only are you growing up, but you're actually developing self-love for yourself because you're choosing to heal that side of you. I'm not saying sweep it under the rug. Truly dig deep to heal yourself. Forgiveness is key.